folks, welcome back to another one of my product review videos. If any of you remember my last product review, it was of the trash can totes that you use to pull trash cans behind your car. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. It's a little bit more out of the box for me, only because it's something that I've wanted for a long time, but I was never really sure of. Now that I have it, believe me, I'm sure of it. This is a Ryobi. It's a 16-inch electric mower. It's cordless, completely cordless. I do kind of wish they had one that was like my one weed whacker, where you could take the battery out and plug an extension cord into it. I do like that weed whacker because once you plug the extension cord in, the motor actually spins faster and you can cut more weeds with it in a faster time. But I do like the cordless feature because then I could bring it out here to the rest of my property. As you can see, I got a pretty big yard. However, a lot of my yard I can't get to with my garden tractor because I got tree branches I have to go underneath all the time. So I wanted to have a push mower. The other reason I like having a push mower is so that way in front of the house itself I have a steep bank there, and it's a lot easier to move the mower up and down the bank than it is to use the garden tractor. So with that in mind, I also wanted to get myself a Ryobi, and I was really hoping for this. This particular mower uses the already available 18-volt system that Ryobi has. This battery will power, well, the radio that's powering my cell phone right now, powers my drill, powers my little impact screwdriver, powers the two weed whackers that I have, powers the 13-inch electric pruner that I have. What else do I have? I have a Sawzall, 2-angle grinders, and other various tools, including a cute little air compressor. Anyway, one battery does it all. What was the advertisement? 225 tools so far? Off of an 18-volt battery. So, pardon me with my nose. It's a little humid out here today. So, one battery does it all. Okay, the battery goes in. And then, it's a simple tool to operate. There's no pull starting the engine, no oil to check, no gas to fill up. You could store this thing indoors. That's the great thing about it. Plus, it's a small mower. Look at this. I can lift it up with one hand. When you get it in the box, it comes in a full-size box. It's mostly assembled. The only assembly you really have to do with this is these little plastic clips here go on around at specific points on the metal cage, and it's a fairly sturdy metal cage. I mean, it's not as well built as some others may be, but it does the job. Sturdy metal cage, okay? And then you got these cute little plastic hand nuts for putting your handlebar together. Other than that, it's completely assembled. When you go to use the mower, they call this the key. All it is a double spade, male spade, that goes in here and it completes a power circuit. And that's all it does. But you pull that out, it literally becomes a child's toy. Pull that out, pull the battery out, your child could push this thing around, the motor's not going to spin. However, I wouldn't let the kids play with this anyway. It does have a full metal blade on the bottom. That thing is sharp. As a disclaimer, I am not endorsed by Ryobi doing this. I am also not endorsed by Home Depot. I am doing this completely of my own fruition. Okay? And I will tell folks, be responsible when you're operating stuff like this. just because, you know, a child could run it, make sure your child is being supervised by a competent adult. I love this mower. I've only had it for less than a day, and I love it. I love the fact that when the battery goes low, I pull this battery out, I grab another battery, I put it right back into the same slot, and away I go. So, another interesting thing also, before I forget, there's another piece that comes with this mower. You slide it into the back here, close the door, now you got a mulching deck. There's no side discharge on this, so you're not blowing grass all over the place. And with the mulching capability, it just shreds the grass up a little bit and you see it fall out underneath the backside of the mower. It's perfectly fine. You know, grass can become fertilizer if you really want it to. And I do use the bagger, I have to admit, because a lot of times in my vegetable garden, I can put the grass between the rows of my vegetables, use it as mulch, use it as fertilizer. It helps keeps the weeds down in my garden. You do that. I live next to a dairy farm. Sometimes I just take the grass clippings over to the cow pasture and just dump them over there and let the cows eat them. So, bag on there, close the lid. And then, you make sure your key is in, make sure your battery is in. Make sure nobody is around that is going to get hurt, just in case this thing might happen to throw something. Because with any mower, and I don't care what mower you're running, whether it's one of these, a mower like my garden tractor over here that you probably can't see in the camera, or even the big mowers in my other videos, if they catch something, it has the ability to throw it, it will throw it, and it will throw it a good distance. So please, be cautious when you're around mowers. Any mower, weed whackers, chainsaws, chippers, farm equipment, construction equipment, doesn't matter. You gotta be cautious, and you gotta use your head. Otherwise, you'll be dead. So anyway, come over here to start the blades. Really simple. Push this button in, grab this handle here, dead man switch, pull back on it, the blade starts spinning, simple as that, and away you go to mow. Now, did you take notice when I was walking along just there, you could hear the blades actually start spinning faster. I didn't read this in the book yet, I couldn't find it. But I believe it's a feature that when you get into heavier grass, the blades will automatically start spinning faster just to keep up with that heavier load. But now I'm at the end here, I just simply open up, pull the basket out just like your standard mower, and then dump the clippings out. I'm hoping you might have learned something. Maybe you'll go out and buy it, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll go buy something else. You go to Walmart, the Hart ones are pretty much just as good, probably a little cheaper. Don't know how long the batteries last. I looked underneath them, they got the same mower deck, so I just like the Ryobi. That's my opinion. And I'm only doing this for my opinion. My opinion does not reflect the opinions of Ryobi or Home Depot or any other affiliated associates. I just like the product, and I figure I'd give it a good review. And I give it 2 thumbs up because I really do like it. So, I don't know what else to tell you, folks. I'm not a salesman. I'm not getting compensated for this at all. I'm not getting compensated for any of the videos that I do at all. It's just like doing them. I'm going back to mowing.